Greetings, flesh creatures. It is I, Megatron, leader of the Decepticons. I command you to follow, like, and share this video, or I'll see to it personally that your mother's vagina will be vanquished forever.
It is the year 2018. I'm a grown man making fun of the citizens of Cybertron. Through secret uploads on the internet, I prepare to mock my childhood. This is Lost in Transmission.
Dear Diary, the Autobots needed to get energy to save the planet, so they went into outer space, which I am so jealous that they were able to use a spaceship because my dad won't even let me borrow the car. Then they crashed on Earth and never made it back home, and I think that's what happened to my mom when she went to the store, but my dad doesn't like to talk about it, and whenever I bring up Mom, he starts to cry. Sometimes I hurt myself because it's the only way I can have feelings.
Spike, your father just killed a bitch. Come help us dig a hole.
I'll be down in a minute. God! One more thing. The Autobots saved us from our dreary, life-crushing jobs, and my dad was all like, "Oh, let us come with you. I know more about Earth than you do."
Which I was totally embarrassed. I'm like, dude, don't say that to Optimus Prime. He's totally the super cool leader, and he'd be a really neat president sometime.
But then, I was hanging out with my super cool space robot friends near the old mine, and my dad, again, he's like, "I used to work in these mines." And I was like, "God, we don't need to hear about your Burmese ladyboy days again, Dad." But then he got, drunk and blew up the mine, and Optimus thought it was so funny, he was, rolling on the floor laughing, and I was just so embarrassed. Today I started choking myself so I could...
Spike, for fuck's sake, stop writing your journal and get down here. We need to get our alibi straight.
We pick things up just after Optimus Prime got himself blown up by one of the Autobots' own bombs like a fucking idiot. The Autobots have Ratchet take a look at him, and their resident doctor tells Prime to just basically walk it off.
Prime, can you hear me? Oh, the fuck did I do last night?
Prime had a little bit too much of the sauce.
There was so much blood. Did I kill somebody?
Rolling down that hill, blackout drunk. Doesn't even remember. Got wasted and almost killed somebody. In fact, I'm pretty sure he probably did. Can't handle his booze.
After patting themselves on the back for destroying the Decepticons, the bad guys prove they're very much alive and escape. Ironhide makes the intelligent decision of going after them alone and gets shot out of the sky. The Autobots then try to trick the Decepticons into thinking that there's a jet fuel base nearby by using a hologram. However, Megatron sees right through this ploy and uses a bunch of fake Decepticons to distract the Autobots while the real Decepticons are stealing jet fuel from the real jet fuel base. Convoluted enough? Just wait. Realizing that they fucked the dog on this one, Prime orders a full-scale assault on the Decepticon base. There's this epic battle, which the Autobots then lose. Prime plays the drama queen, flies off after the Decepticon space cruiser with a jetpack, and is summarily shot out of the sky. Optimus Prime really sucks at his job. Anyway, Mirage stows away like some interplanetary hobo, but decides to wreck the Decepticons' ride, making the space cruiser do a wicked impression of Malaysian Airlines Flight 370. The Autobots cheer and head back home, and when the world leaders hear about all this, they give the Autobots the resources they need to fix their ship and go back home. But is this really the end of the Decepticons? Spoiler alerts, it's not. There's over 90 episodes of this fucking show. Of course, the Decepticons survive. Okay, so kids, let's talk like grown-ups about this episode. Back at the beginning, before the Autobots realized they botched blowing up the Decepticons, they help Optimus Prime, and they free Bumblebee and Sparkplug from the rubble, and when they talk about how close a call that explosion was, Wheeljack pipes up and says this.
Wheeljack wasn't kidding when he said it would blow in 60 seconds. 59.99 to be exact.
He's proud that the bomb went off a fraction of a second earlier than planned. You're a fucking dickbag, Wheeljack. Your little joke almost killed 3 of your friends, you fucking monster. When the Decepticons free themselves and fly off, Ironhide is the only one with balls enough to fly after them. Then he gets shot out of the sky, crashes into a lake, and when the Autobots arrive, they treat him like any other old person, and they decide to ship him off and treat him like an invalid.
Ugh, a missile right up my ass. Shit, he can still talk. Cancel that meat wagon, Autobots. Where'd you get hit? Right up the ass. I could take it though. I'll check it. Get him inside. I
Ironhide, I think it's time we have a talk about putting you in a home. No, wait. I remember back during my times working the brothels of Cybertron. I had many of the gentlemen caller, and they never caught me bending over on the job. Leastways not without paying for it first. Ugh, get this sick fucker out of here.
There's nothing sadder than an old hoe. Usually don't live that long anyways, they're rife with disease.
Hey, no wait. Soon as Ratchet fixes up this here prolapse, I'll be back in action. Cut to a scene where Hound and Mirage are busy teasing their prisoner. After Mirage sees one of Hound's intricate holograms, he asks,
Hound, when we get back to Cybertron, will you make me a big house with a 4-car garage?
Now, why does a Transformer need a garage? I mean, they're cars, I get it, but a garage is kind of pointless, right? What are you gonna do in a garage all day? Park? Is Mirage secretly making a cry for help?
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I can't kill myself this way. I don't breathe. Maybe I should try with a rope this time.
Let's talk about the plan to trick the Decepticons with a hologram of an airfield. This plan falls apart not because of the hologram, but because the Autobots think they can fool Megatron by wearing lab coat. It is the weakest reveal ever. I can't imagine how they plan this out. Prime, I just got an idea. Let's trick the Decepticons with a hologram of a jet fuel base. I can create an entire base with jets and people and... Hold on, Hound. I've got an even better idea. Oh? We create a hologram of a jet fuel base. Then, we get the Autobots to dress up in lab coats. But Prime, won't Megatron see through these disguises? I could just make holograms of people, it's not... Listen, I'm the leader here. My plan is brilliant. Let me show you. Windcharger, get over here. Yes, Prime? Put on this lab coat. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. Prime, this is kind of embarrassing. Be quiet. Turn around. Let me see what you look like from behind. I'm feeling really uncomfortable about all this, Prime. Shut it, Windcharger. Now, take it off. That's it, baby. Take it off your commander, Optimus Daddy. You're a naughty little Autobot, aren't you? The Autobots aren't the only ones involved in problematic behavior. Take the scene, Starscream and Megatron are arguing over leadership of the Decepticons. Maybe I'm just reading between the lines way too much, but I think these two are more than just commander and second in command. It seems like these two have a very abusive relationship.
So made clear your desire to replace me as leader of the Decepticons. Mistake number one.
It's time for a change, Megatron. It's time for action, not words. I am the leader of the future.
You couldn't lead androids to a picnic.
I hate it when they fight.
To lead the Decepticons. Soundwave, should we step in and do something?
This is none of our business.
Me when you had the chance, Starscream. Mistake number two. Now it's my turn.
Please, don't fire. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done it. Please, don't shoot. Megatron! Megatron!
You need to get out of this, Starscream!
No, you don't understand Megatron like I do. He's really a nice guy once you get to know him. He just gets so angry sometimes.
Lastly, after the Autobots are sent the drink, Spike talks about how all the leaders of the world chipped in to get Prime and his crew back home with enough energy to revitalize Cybertron. Not only did they not bother to check if the Decepticons were really gone, they never fixed the ship. In fact, between this episode and the next episode, the ship is still stuck in the volcano, and nobody ever talks about all that energy they got for free from the world leaders. That is a huge plot gap. You know what? I think if I put my mind to it, I could come up with a possible solution, and I think it would go a little something like this.
The United Nations would like to call the representative from Cybertron to answer to the criticisms regarding the Energon Lend-Lease program.
Mr. Speaker, I'm proud to say that the Decepticons have been vanquished and we're ready to return to Cybertron with enough energy to revitalize our home planet.
Well, we have some questions about that, Mr. Prime.
Call me Optimus, please. Mr. Prime was my father.
Okay, Optimus, can you advise us on How you plan on getting your spaceship out of one of my nation's national treasures?
Mr. President, I have one of my best minds working on it as we speak.
Alright, so I've got this theory. We put the ship in reverse and we back out of the volcano.
Oh, are you sure it's gonna work, Wheeljack?
I'm 99.9% sure it's gonna work.
Hey guys, we're ready to go with you to Cybertron.
Yeah, can we step on it? The IRS is hot on my heels.
Well, this is a pickle, isn't it? Okay, let's scrap the whole reverse theory. Let's try flying through the volcano. That should work.
Energy reservoirs depleted. Ship fused to volcanic rock.
I leave the base for 5 astro minutes, and you assholes ruin everything. Oh, what is this now? Thought you can get away from us by escaping to another planet, did you? Sparkluck Wiki, you're under arrest for tax evasion. Ah, jeez. How could this get any worse?
Greetings, Autobots. This is a message for your leader, Optimus Prime. I have survived your attempt on my life, and I am currently planning to have my revenge.
Yeah? We'll stop you this time, mega jerk.
Oh, my ears are burning. Is that the Autobots, pathetic human little vermin? Yes, why it is. Hello, Spike. I just fucked your mother. She said she never loved you.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Next year, on Lost in Transmission, the excitement continues as the Decepticons convert a pie tin into an interdimensional transit system. The Autobots meet Chip Chase, whose contributions to the group are as useless as his legs. Optimus Prime has a near-death experience, and we meet Skyfire, the Autobot master of crashing in midair. Also introducing the Dinobots, mentally delayed weapons of mass destruction. Meanwhile, the Decepticons get into the white slave trade, and the Autobots narrowly avoid numerous extinction-level events. Spike cries like a little pussy, and the Insecticons come to grips with their eating disorder. Meanwhile, Optimus Prime and Megatron fight to the death, apparently for the last time, in a plot that almost forgets that it's supposed to sell kids on the new Constructicons. Be here in 2019 for more of Lost in Transmission.